Trying to find out where I left off. I've done a bit of carving for a couple of weeks. I've been a bit rough, so it's been hard work. But I wonder if my microphone's actually working. Oh, there we are. There she be. Is that locked? Don't want to chop my fingers off. There we go. I need to start carving more faces and stuff like that. I need to get things done. I need to put some practice in. It's been a good few months since I tried to carve a face, and I need to get on with it. I need to get my skill level up. I've got 13 people in. How is everyone? Everyone alright? What's that? Or is it grey hairs? Where's the grey hair? Thought I had some tea in my beard then. Wouldn't be the first time. Saving it for later on. Oh, someone's speaking in binary. Unfortunately, old chap, I only understand English and some Portuguese. Hello, 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 hello. Namaste to you too. I started this bit here. Did I start that bit there? Was that one? That one goes all the way up to the top. No, I ain't started that one. Like done. Ah, thank you very much. That is appreciated. What am I making? Oh, I'm carving a spoon. I'm just putting a spiral handle in it. Let's have a look. I'm making something along the lines of this. That's what I'm making. That's what it's going to look like, supposedly. Problem is, I'm nearly out of sandpaper, which is an absolute disaster when you do a lot of carving. I need to order some more. To be fair, the last box of sandpaper I ordered lasted me about a year and a half, so when you're doing small projects like this, it lasts ages. Nice, thank you. That's appreciated. I do carve a lot of other things as well, but I've been busy recently, so I haven't really gone live or done any carving. But we're starting this one. So if you look there, I've started carving in the lines to the spirals, and then I'll bevel them in so they get that twist. Something along the lines of that. Well, not like this. This is a barley twist, so it's sort of round and looks like someone's got the wood and twisted it round. But I need to make some walking sticks as well. One of my friends has got a big piece of holly he wants me to carve for him, which I think would be good. There's a bit of oil there, we don't want that getting on the spoon yet. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. I'm not an Aussie. I ain't an Aussie. Do I sound Australian? Don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe if you don't know what an Australian accent sounds like. Don't know. Nothing against the Australians. I think they're hilarious. What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. Please pause. What? I'm Australian. Oh right. Okay. Yeah. Fair play. Fair play. Yeah, man. Good old Australia. I'm Australian. Yeah, I've got that from you. Yeah, I'm Oz. I'll get a few Americans on there thinking that I'm Australian. It's quite amusing. I'll do the same to them, though. I'll call them Canadian. Winter over there, isn't it, in Australia at the moment? If I remember rightly. Let her come through the door then. My knife's not behaving, it needs a bit of a strop. I used it the other day for cutting some agricultural membrane, and it just made it go blunt. Still ripping a little bit. Want a nice fine edge on there. Otherwise it won't do what it's meant to do. I haven't been live for a while. It's been a while. Been busy doing the garden though, to be fair, because it's that time of year when everything starts needing to be grown and planted. And I've got an allotment as well, so I've been down there planting potatoes, onions, strawberry plants. Got a lovely shed down there. I should really do carving in my shed at the allotment. But we haven't had any rain for ages here, and it's going to be sunny all week as well, which is weird because normally it rains like mad this time of year. We get the old April showers, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a bad thing if you're trying to grow vegetables, because you have to keep watering them. But hopefully the all the frosty days are gone and we won't get any more cold weather. And it's probably about 16 degrees Celsius out there at the moment, so nice beard, mate. Cheers, man. Needs a brush. I'm just woken up, so it's all over the place. Normally it looks a little bit neater. Not that I'm too fussed about it. I'm too old now to really be bothered about presenting myself in a semi-decent manner anyway. spend too much time outside away from people. So. Oh, am I going to get a blister? I reckon I will, because I haven't done any carving for a bit. My hands started to soften up, which ain't great. I'm sure we'll get there in the end. That's the thing with carving, especially when you're doing pressure cuts. You normally muller your hands a little bit, but I haven't been well, so I haven't been carving. But I really need to get into doing some faces, doing some more wood spirits and stuff like that. I want to have a go at doing the green man. You know, like the face with all the leaves, his hair and a leafy beard and all that. But it's getting the motivation to do it when you're feeling rough, you know. I need to start doing more stuff like this, getting back into it. And things like that. 4 Seasons, Valley Campers. After watching a few of your vids, along with others, decided to make our own YouTube channel previously. I escaped, not that you would remember, but thanks a lot, buddy. Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, that's cool. It's good. It's nice to inspire people. My little girl made me a word sets to do. Bless her. Let me write your name down, because I'll try and click on things and it just don't work. So 4 Seasons Valley Campers. I'll give you a follow, man. I'll give you a follow, or a subscribe, it's called on here, isn't it? I'll give you a sub when I jump on. I'll have a look at your stuff. Leave some comments. Yo, the Stoned Mason. How's it going, man? How are you? Yeah, I'll check you out. 4 Seasons Valley Campers. I'll have a look. I'll have a look-see. I'll have a butcher's. I've been doing less reaction videos recently. I've been trying to actually make some more content, you know. Still raw at the moment, but we enjoy doing it. That's the main thing. Yeah, it is 100%. That's it. I mean, I got diagnosed with heart failure, and I couldn't work. And I've always been a worker. I used to be a hod carrier. I used to carry bricks up ladders for a living, and you know, and I couldn't just sit around doing nothing. So I had to sort of create something for myself to do. That's why I started doing YouTube. I just thought, sod it, you know. I need something to occupy myself, and I do a lot of carving and stuff, and a lot of bushcraft stuff, you know, just for fun, really. I've been doing it since I was 16, so I just thought to myself, you know, I might as well just video it and put it on YouTube. I mean, I'm not the best at making videos, to be honest with you, but I'll give it a go anyway. Like, if I didn't have a knackered heart, I'd be a bit more enthusiastic and be doing a few more sort of outlandish things, but you know, as it stands, I've just got to take it easy and do what I can when I can. But oh, I should really put my plants outside. It's getting getting nice and sunny out there, and the plants will appreciate it. But I don't know if I can be bothered. I'll put them in the potting shed tomorrow, and then I don't have to worry about them. you doing on the old rock and roll? Yeah, yeah, I'm on benefits, unfortunately. I've gone from earning like £3 a month to getting bugger all basically. So, but yeah, I'm on benefits, unfortunately, which is annoying because I've always been very, very proactive, you know, with my working. I've always liked going out and doing stuff. It keeps you occupied, you know what I mean? Keeps you going. Like, if you, I find personally, I've suffered with my mental health in the past. That's why I got a job as a hod carrier, because you're constantly doing something. You haven't got time to think. Wears you out. You know, it's just such a good thing, and it was such a hard jump going from constantly doing stuff to not being able to do stuff. You know, it's been a bit of a rough ride, but I'm getting used to it. You know, I've accepted like this is my life now until they fix my heart. This is my life at the moment, so I'll just sort of got used to it as it were. You know, I'll still go out in the woods. I'm going to be doing some camping this year. I couldn't go camping last year. I had a really rough time of it, but I'm going to go out and do a bit of camping, stuff like that. When you finish this go, you should make a post of it finish on the YouTube. Yeah, I will do. Yeah. It should look like that, sort of similar to that, or like that one. I think it's probably going to look more like this one, but it's I've got a massive cherry tree that I've got dibs on at the moment. So once I've chopped that up and well, I'll get my mate over with his chainsaw. I think it'll be easier. But once that's been trimmed up and, you know, all sorted out, I'll have loads of cherry, and cherry makes beautiful spoons. I mean, look at the heartwood in that. It's lovely. This is like a little camp spoon that I made, but you know, it's a decent wood to work with. Hard as nails when it seasons, but oh, there we go. Yeah. On the last camp, I got my frustrated. I got my sample of knots. Trucker's hitch. I need to set up my skills a little. Yeah, man. Knots. I mean, I don't. Me personally, I mean, I've been doing this for years. I don't really. I sort of just use one or two different knots. I don't really. You know, I don't really worry too much about it. It's not really a huge thing for me. So kids starve as we're in the country. I was a forklift driver. Okay, cool. Well, like warehouse forklift, or like the big telehandlers on the building sites, you know, with the big extendable arms. That's cool. Never seen a swirly spoon. Yeah, I'm halfway through this one as well, which is more sort of like your traditional spoon shape, but carve the handle. I like carving spirals and things. There you go. There's a barley twist walking stick that I made. Looks like someone's grabbed it and twisted it around. That's pretty cool. Nice little walking stick. I carve like faces as well, but I haven't done that for a while, so I need to get back into it. But I do like wood spirits, like the old wood spirits. That's cool, man. Cheers, bud. Like wooden cups as well, like these little cookser cups, like the little bushcraft wooden drinking cups. Yeah, so you get a bit of water and all that. Got skills, yeah, man. Yeah, do things like that. So wizard staff, I'll probably do a better job of this now, but there's a wizard staff that I made, walking stick, where it's got the old wizard's face, and his beard goes all the way round, down like that. And that's my walking staff. I just don't counterbalance, normal forklift, not telescopic forklift. Doing sort of forklift, but I can also drive telescopic. Okay, yeah, fair play, man, fair play. Yeah, it's a nightmare because I used to love working on site. It was quality, and I used to I was really fit as well, obviously until my heart messed up, but you know, obviously it was good. Selling my carpets, yeah, I have done, but the problem is I start selling them, it becomes like something that I have to do, and I always find if I end up doing stuff that people want me to do, I'll just end up messing it up. But I suppose I could just make a load of stuff and then see if people want to buy it. But it's one of those things, really. I'm pretty unorganised when it comes to stuff like that. I like simple jobs. Yeah, there's another wood spirit I carved. I need to do more stuff like that, really. just to practice, and then do like a big one. So lots of crap to work on now. Not what they used to be. I haven't been on a building site for 5 years, so I wouldn't know. I did spend most of my life working on one. The car faces look like wizards. Yeah. That's what they're meant to be, like a wizard face. I did start this one. I could finish this one actually. I'm terrible sometimes. Oh, just lost my pencil. What's that? It's a bloody razor blade sticking out there. I'll put it in there for zookeeping. Morning, Sticks. How's it going? Hello. What have you got there then? I'm doing a spoon, man. But there's one that I started. I need to round his beard off, carve a bit of features into him. Need to do more eyes, really. Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of carving sticks. It's been a while since I've done anything. I haven't. Yeah, I've been a bit ill. You know, I've been a bit rough lately, so. And I haven't really been carving. Plus, I've got the allotment now as well, so I've been doing that quite a lot. You know, trying to get everything, trying to get the ground ready and all that. And when you've got a knackered heart, it's quite hard work. So I've got to do little drips and drabs, bits here and there. But I've got a big old bed of potatoes, big old bed of shallots. I've got loads of onions going in. I've got more potatoes to plant. I've got 2 strawberry planters with 24 strawberries to go into my planter. 24 strawberry plants. I've got about 30 tomato plants, but I'm only going to pick the best ones. And cucumbers, pumpkins, what else? Beans, runner beans, French runner beans. I've got peas as well that are going in. I've got some corn. I don't know if I'm going to bother planting the corn. But, oh, and carrots. I've got a couple of thousand carrot seeds as well to do a carrot bed. Got a mouse now. Good luck to you in your health, bushcraft. Until next time. Yeah, see you later, mate. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself. You're inspiring me to woodcast and wizards now. Do it, man. Do it. It's good. It chills you out. It's a good skill to learn, and it's a good thing to do. I mean, I've got some ash in my shed. I'm gonna get it out later, and I'm gonna carve some faces and stuff. Get my chisels out and have a go. Absolutely mullered my knife the other day. You know that black plastic that people use in allotments and farms and stuff to suppress weeds, and you put it all over the grass, and it kills the grass, and then you dig it up and it maintains moisture and all that. I just thought there was loads of it underneath loads of matted grass, and I was trying to rip it up and it just wouldn't work. So I got my knife and I cut through it, and it was running through the soil. So I just completely mullered my knife, and it took me a while to get the edge back on her, but she's good now. And my axe as well, my Grancer's Brux, bloody really expensive axe. I had my mate, we were up the woods and he was chainsawing, then he stopped chainsawing, and I was thinking, it's gone quiet. Is he all right? Has he hurt himself? Because obviously, if people are working with chainsaws and then suddenly it goes quiet, you're sort of like, I need to go and check on them. They cut their leg off or something. But he went quiet, and then I heard hammering, and I was just like, oh no, he's fine. I wonder what he's done. So I mooched over with my axe, and he was hammering wedges. And what happened was, his chainsaw was about 15 years old, and he's rebuilt it God knows how many times. I think it's bloody on its last legs anyway. But he was cutting, and the bolt that holds the bar on just completely snapped, and the bar was sticking out the tree, and he couldn't get it out. So he was hammering wedges in above the bar, to try and open the tree so he could pull it out. And whatever we tried weren't working. We got my mate over, and he put a big log under it, and we tried levering it up to take the pressure off a bit, and nothing was working. And I was just like, well, when I carve spoons, I start off with a piece of wood, and I use an axe, and I'm pretty accurate with an axe. So I was just like, sod it, I'll cut it out. So I got my axe, and I was cutting away, and I was taking wedges out each side of his bar, and as I was getting closer and closer to it, on the last strike, I hit the chainsaw chain with my axe, and the end of it just went, and I was like, no. So I basically I had to sit there for hours and hours with a really fine sharpening stone, just putting the edge back, and I managed. I think there's a video of one of my shorts on here, and it took me bloody ages, but I managed to get the blade back to what it was, and it's sharp enough to do the paper test now. So which is good enough for a Grantsmas brush. Tried to get into clay sculpture, but couldn't afford the materials for making silicone molds. And then buying resin. Oh yeah, fair play, man. Yeah, it can get expensive. When you said clay, I thought you meant hello, how's it going? AG Live. Or yeah, AG Live. I thought you meant like modelling, like with clay and stuff like that. So you can get clay out of rivers and things like that. But yeah, resin's expensive, man. How's my day? It's not too bad actually. Just getting on with a bit of carving. I need to carve some spoons up. I'm going to a bushcraft camp out in May. God, bloody nose is itching. So I should get some good videos from there. Should be a laugh. It's over a weekend in May. With loads of bushcrafters and YouTubers. Should be a good weekend. So what's this channel about? I guess hunting. No, bushcraft, survival, carving a spoon at the moment. I haven't been hunting for a while, to be fair. I used to go hunting a lot, but these days not so much. Until it's gone carving. Hello, how's it going, man? Just working on one of my spoons. Thing is, I'm nearly out of sandpaper, so I need to order a bit more. Just a bit more sandpaper. I might get some of that like fabric back sandpaper because it's good for doing like in between these swirls and stuff. Not bad deciding how to get a plastic wedge out of an axe head. Ah, plastic wedge. Put it in a vise, drill it out, and then yeah, I suppose you could always try and drill it out. Plastic wedge in an axe, Christ, man! I don't think I've ever seen a plastic wedge. Is it a plastic handled axe? Is that the case? Because my brain's automatically gone to wood handled axe with a plastic wedge in it. Is it one of those Fiskars, whatever they're called? Fiskars hatchets. Yeah, me personally, I'd stick it in a vise. Wood handle plastic wedge, crikey. I'd probably spend some time deciding what to do with that as well, to be fair. I don't think I've ever encountered a plastic wedge and a wooden handle. What is it, like a full-size axe or is it a hatchet? I'll buy a new one. No, we don't buy new axes. Axes should last a good 100 years plus. I've got a copperton Kent pattern axe. That thing was absolutely annihilated, and just a hatchet, fair play. With a bit of a a few, you know, a set of files, a load of grinding stones and wet and dry paper and all that. It's beautiful now. Made a new handle for her. Absolutely, absolutely spot on, man. I look for old axe heads. I look for antique axe heads and stuff like that. You know, like it'd be nice to get hold of a nice old Elwell one. Yeah, well, axe heads should last you a lifetime, mate. Easily last you a lifetime. Oh, sharp as fuck. Yeah, man. I think I've got quite a few different axes. I use. I should really, when I've got the money, I should invest in a carpenter's axe. But, ooh, oh, I ache all over, man. But this is the one I use for carving, like if I'm making spoons and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, my Gramps was one. This razor sharp, man. That took me ages. I was just saying about bloody my mate getting his chainsaw blade, the bloody bolt snapped in his chainsaw, and his bar got stuck in the tree, and I was using that to cut it out because I'm quite accurate with an axe. And then on the last swing, I smashed it into the chain, so I had to sit there for hours and hours and hours, and then chopping it up, resharpening it. Look at that mother. There you go. This is the one I use for carving spoons and stuff like that. To be fair, I don't think it's very much, but no, it's biting. I need to. Yeah, I wasn't going to sharpen it, but maybe I just got it at the wrong angle. It's sharp enough anyway. Maybe. Oh, yeah, there's a little dink in it. That's why it's not. Just there. There's a slight little dink in there. And that's why we're not cutting through. It's ripping at one point. So it's lovely there. Just needs a little bit of love and attention. Just a little bit of love and attention. It's not too bad, to be fair. It's sharp enough to do what I want to do with it. But that Grantsford is, I use it a lot for forestry work, so it needs to be sharp. I don't know why this is so much fun. Ripped right on the last bit. What axe is it? It's a Husqvarna hatchet. I think they're about 50-60 quid, these ones. Not a bad axe really. It's a smaller version of their forest axe, which is but it's got that round. It's a 200-year-old axe. This isn't. This is a I don't know, about 3 years old, I think, this one. But this is the one I use for when I'm carving spoons, because I can hold it like that. So it's not too bad. Not as nice as my Grantsford's Brucks though. That's my baby, that is. But they are nice axes, the Grantsfords. They make really good axes. I should have got a Grantsford's hatchet. Looks a good size. It is a good size actually. It's just perfect for carving. And if you're going camping or something like that. Obviously, I don't take it when I'm wild camping because you don't want to be caught in the woods with a razor sharp thing like that. But this is my Grantsford's. This is my baby. It's got that Scandi grind on it, which is ooh, more letters for it as well. But this one's got a bit of nice forest axe. They are nice, man. Grantsford's Brucks make really good axes. Need to get a fresh edge. Let's rip that off. Oh, it smells well nice. It's sharp enough. Swinging the full axe from wheels. I get sketchy. Stick with hatches. Well, this is like a half between a hatchet and a felling axe, but it definitely sinks into the tree when you're chopping with it. I need to. Do I? Yeah, that's good. It will cut. It will 100% cut this thing. A few years back, I chopped through a huge ash tree with it. Me and my mate decided to go up. My mate owns a forest. We decided to go up to his woods, and a ash tree had come down and it hit an oak tree, and they both went across the track. And because it's the access for the bloke who owns the other woods, we had to sort it out. And instead of calling my mate up and going back and getting chainsaws and stuff, I had this in my mate's Land Rover. So I said, let me have a go at chopping it. And I chopped this bloody tree into 2 bits with this axe. Took me a while, but it was actually really good using this, to be honest with you. And it definitely done the trick. I lent it to my mate. Has he been using the back of it? Yeah, he's been using the back of it to hammer metal. Ooh, wait till I see him. But yeah, these are decent axes. They turn up really sharp anyway. But this one I smacked into a blade of a chainsaw. So me being an idiot, I thinking I could do it. I did do it right up until the last minute. And I've got this, but just for shits and giggles, really. It's not very practical for forestry work, but oh, I'm a bit wobbly. This is a Francesca axe, battle axe, basically, war axe. But this one's not very sharp at all, to be honest with you. A little bit sharp. But I've been redoing the handle on it. I'm going to sand it right back and oil it. Oh, that's nice. But I was putting weapons like GTA. They're not weapons, they're tools. They're tools, man. But this is a Francesca. I've got 2 of these, actually, to be fair. I ordered 2 by accident. I didn't bother sending them back. But as you can see, it's got no palm swell on it. So it's a battle axe. But yeah, that'll do some damage. It's not very I don't know. If you were going to use it for forestry, you'd have to create a whole new handle for it, and I think it's a bit long in the tooth to be used for carving or something like that. It's hard to get a purchase on it, but it's hard to get a purchase on it. But the thing with these axes is they're not set in like your usual axe head with a wedge. I'd have to chamfer that down, put that on top of there, and then whack a wedge into it. But that's not what they're designed for. The angle of the head looks great. Yeah, it's a Francesca. It was actually originally used by the Frankish people, the Franks, as a war axe. But the reason it comes off like that, the head, is so when you throw it and you hit a target, it doesn't bounce back and smack you in the face. It literally goes like that and lands on the floor. So it doesn't have that lethality of a razor sharp axe head coming flying back at you. So they're designed to drop their head once you've thrown them. But it's easy enough to. No, Not going to use that up. It's easy enough to put the head back on. Just give it a... Oh no, it's the other way around, isn't it? It's not a normal axe head. That's cool. Sea weapons of war axe. Yeah. So normally when you're putting an axe head on, you smack the bottom of the handle. But this one has the opposite effect because it goes on the opposite way around, of course. So if I wanted to put this axe head on, I'd actually have to smack it on that side, which is weird, really, because that's the backwards way of doing it. And when you put a normal axe head on, you stick the axe head on and you smack the bottom of the handle, and the inertia brings the axe head on nice and tight. But got all sorts all over me now. Do I have a Viking axe? No. The Vikings used to use Francescas, but no, I do not have a Viking axe. But Viking axe is very, very, very broad term, because like basically if you were going to go to war and you were a Viking, you'd use the axe that you use for chopping up your firewood at home, or whatever axe you could get your hand on. You know, they weren't a professional army. They didn't have uniform weapons. Everyone would have been slightly different. Not like you see on TV when they've all got exactly the same. They've all got exactly the same axe and all that sort of thing. Maybe in the later Viking period, like in the times of like Harold Hardrada, when they come over to invade England, and the old Saxons beat them off. That sounds well, doesn't it? They would have probably had more uniform weapons, but it all depends on what blacksmith made what, you know. So, you know, if your axe was made by the same blacksmith as your mate, you probably have a similar looking axe, but a lot of them would have been different. They mainly fought with spears, to be honest with you. Spears are cheap, easy to make. You know, you can make yourself basically a razor sharp, doubles bladed spear blade, and you can use it as a knife, or you can stick it on a long stick, which makes it a bit more of an effective weapon. I play too many video games. Quality. Nothing wrong with that, man. I've got an old Kent pattern axe, but I made the handle a little bit too fat for it. Hang on, I'll go and get it. It's in the shed, that one. I won't have a run for all my axes. Shit, it's a bit rusty. Should have oiled it. Should have put some more oil on that. But it's a really, really old axe head. This is for coppicing. But that's my Kent pattern axe. And yeah, definitely should have oiled that. Silly bugger. But this is a well old axe. It's been used and used and used. You can tell by the angle of the blade. It's meant to be flat. But this is for coppicing and hedge laying. You could use it in a push in a battle, I suppose. It's got that. It's got a very. It's got a nice balance to it. Anyway, you'd be able to. Not a very heavy head. It's a very thin head as well, because it's designed for splitting small bits of tree and laying them down when you're doing hedge laying. But that's a Kent pattern axe. I made that handle a couple of months ago for it. It needs chamfering down at the sides. I'll get a rasp on it. Functional art axes, yeah. Yeah, too right. But that's a wooden wedge with a metal spike hammered into the top of it. Hopefully it won't fling off when I'm using it, but I need to get a stone on that. I need to sharpen that up. I think I'll go for the sandpaper. Put the bevel back on it. To be fair, I didn't really touch the blade. This thing was like just a ball of rust when I first got it, but it's been well used. It's proper bird around the top. People have been using it as a hammer. But yeah, it's one of my favourite ones, to be fair. I like Kent pattern. Oh, there you go. I lost my headphones turned themselves on. Just washed my hands. But yeah, yeah, I do like my axes. What's the world's biggest axe called? I haven't got a clue. I mean, there used to be the Danish axe that the Vikings used to use. That was quite a big axe. Probably about a 4 or 5 foot pole on it with a huge axe head, razor sharp. Probably carve your dinner with it, but maybe the Danish axe. I mean, they didn't have. I know you see in like films and games and stuff like that. They've got the double-headed axe, like the big battle axe. Absolutely useless in a battle. Double-headed axes are used in forestry, so you don't have to go back and keep sharpening your axe blade. If you've got 2 blades on it, you can just spin it around and use the other blade. Whereas those like big, silly, bloody. Imagine having a double-bitted axe in a battle, and you've got it like that, and someone smacks it with a shield, you know, straight in your face. So, but yeah, they wouldn't have used them. Battle axes were actually really small. If you go into like medieval times when like plate armor was around, battle axes would have been a small, really heavy metal axe head with a spike on one side, like a little armor pick or something like that. Got down to the point where swords weren't even sharp. Sharp swords were around in the Viking times. Then chainmail got invented, so they started using pointy swords, and then plate armor got invented, and they moved on to hammers and mauls and maces and stuff. 15 meters is kind of stuck in the stub. Oh, awesome! There we go. Someone's been on the Google. Awesome. I like it. Quality. I was going to look it up when I finished. I was going to be like, what? But there we go. It's in Canada. That doesn't surprise me. They love logging out there, don't they? The old Canadians. They're a logging country. But yeah, the invention of the chainsaw. Do you know what? Do you know what the chainsaw was first invented for? Let's see if anyone knows this. Was commissioned in 1991. Oh, wicked! I want to make a 6-foot spoon one day when I can be bothered. I want to get a big piece of ash and make like just a giant novelty spoon. But it's where to put it. You know what I mean? I could just oil the life out of it and just fix it into the ground up at my mate's woods. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, if anyone knows what the chainsaw was invented for, then someone look it up. You'll be shocked what it was originally made for. It was hand powered as well. It had a little crank on it. I'll narrow it down for you. It was invented by a doctor. I keep hiding while I'm vaping. I think I'm used to doing TikTok. You know, I do a lot of TikTok. So you're not allowed to. You get kicked off live if you're smoking or vaping, don't you? Need to stop vaping anyway, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'll do. I need to. I forgot. I keep every time I get paid, I keep forgetting to order goose feathers. But I've been making arrows. TikTok, yeah, it is. Yeah, so it's pretty annoying to be honest. I did have a huge account on there. I was getting like 200,000-300,000 views on there, but I locked myself out of my account and I just sort of made another one because I've made quite a few friends on there. You see, so quite a lot of bushcrafters and stuff. So I'll just sort of keep going with it. I don't post as much as I used to. I used to post like 3 or 4 videos a day, but now I'm sort of down to like 1 every other day. I just can't be bothered, you know. But it's handy. There are some good people on there, but there are some complete idiots on there as well. But this is an arrow that I've been making because I made myself a longbow. Made myself like it's nothing fancy. It's like a survival bow. It was to see if I could make a bow if I was in the woods, just using a knife. And I used a Highlander bushcraft knife, and I made a bow. And I was thinking I haven't actually got any arrows for it, so to see if I could make arrows and whatnot from anything that I find in the woods. So I made some pine tar, pine pitch, using pine resin and ash, and you mix it together, and it makes like a resin, like a polymer sort of thing. It's rock hard, and when you heat it up, it goes all sticky like glue, and then when it cools down, it goes solid. So I've got myself a piece of hazel coppice. I fire hardened and straightened it. I've got a load more out there actually I need to do. Put a knock in it, obviously, and I made myself a flint arrowhead to go in the end, and I use the pine resin to fit it. So I think I just need to fletch it. My mate actually said he's got a load of feathers for me. I just need to get hold of him. It's straight-ish, but once I've fletched it, I'm going to see if I can shoot it through something. I might get like a bit of belly pork or something like that and hang it out of a tree and see how far it goes in. So what's the chainsaw first used for? Make people take the most. No, it's actually used for women giving birth, to cut through their pelvis to widen the birth canal. That's what it was originally used for. Absolutely brutal. That is the original use of the chainsaw. And then obviously they stuck a motor on it and realised it would cut through pretty much anything, you know, like biomass. But yeah, that's what the chainsaw was originally used for. Helping women giving birth. I told you it was brutal. Yeah, I know, it's savage, isn't it? It was because it took ages to cut through. So the doctor invented the chainsaw. Madness, isn't it? When you think about it. See, I'll stop carving now. I'll get all carried away. I'm going to have a session. I'll have a carving session at the weekend. No live. I'm just going to sit there, finish my spoons that I've started, and then I'm going to start carving some faces and stuff. I'm going to that bushcraft camp out in May, which is going to be really cool. And there's some people there that want some spoons, so I'll bring a load of spoons with me and sort them out. But I need to get my bow and arrow. My bow's fine. I did actually cut the string off of it to make a friction fire the other day, but I need to see if it works. I need to start doing more prehistoric weaponry, I think. I'm going to make a sling staff as well, which is like a handheld trebuchet for throwing rocks. They're pretty easy to make, to be honest with you, but I just got to get round to doing it. But a sling staff would be cool, and it'd be cool to turn up to this camp with some arrows and a bow and a sling staff for everyone to mess around with. What time is it? 8 minutes past 11. Right, I'm going to jump off. I've got some stuff to do. I need to plant some cucumbers and some pumpkins. So nice talking to everyone. I'll probably be on live again sometime next week. I'm not going live too much. It seems to affect my videos if I go live all the time. But yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Have a good one.